Have you ever seen a school bus turned into a boutique? In 2022, my best friend bought an old flat-nosed white school bus and has spent the last few years remodeling it into her small personal business. Not only is the bus a remodel and a repurposing project, but the entire bus is filled with renovated and reimagined, reinvented furniture, crafts, and holiday decor. Everything inside is handcrafted and every detail is thoughtfully her own. So today we're seeing it together. I've seen many before and after pictures over the years as we live miles apart, but today I'm seeing it in person for the first time and I'm taking you with me. I am beyond excited as I tour the bus and interview her so you can see and hear from the boss behind the bus and how this dream all started. So tell me, what made you decide to purchase a bus?
Well, I've always needed a designated space to do my crafting or furniture, and don't have a garage, don't have a workshop, so it was always being done on my front porch or in my living room or wherever I could find space. The problem with that is I also have a full-time job, and so you have to start and finish or start and put away a project so that you can continue on with life and work. And I never had any place I could leave things out. So I started thinking about sheds and garages, and that's just such a big deal. I live in Florida. You have to get a permit. You'll need to get a concrete slab. It's very expensive. And it looked unreachable for that type of an area. And then I started thinking about what's mobile that doesn't need a permit. And then the bus exploded in my head, and I couldn't see anything different than getting a school bus and converting it, which goes with my whole philosophy of turning old into new and refurbishing and reinventing and reusing. So did some quick searching for a school bus, mentioned it to a couple of people, and before you know it, I had almost 300 square feet of a flat-nosed white school bus to start turning into my workshop, a place where I could put my goods out and people could come and see what I have. And it's just expanded from there. It's been a really fun process. I've loved every part of it. It's almost complete, just about. But as I look around my bus, I see all of the little details that were my decisions, my creations, and I'm very pleased. And I love the space. And so then I went and got a second bus for storage. So who knows? Now I'll have a whole fleet.
She's actually not kidding. She did purchase this second school bus and she is using it for storage. And yes, she has 2 white school buses on her property, but they're the perfect way to store everything she's working on. Speaking of what she's working on, she is working on this rocker. Let's hear what her plans are for it.
It is going to be 2-toned, dark on one side and light white on the other side. And I have a decoupage linen paper that will be cut and used on the chair.
Ooh.
So the dark paint will be on that side of the chair, the light paint will be on this, and this will be, splitting the chair piece, the base and the top in half. And then I'll cut here where there's no wood, and this will go up here.
All right, well, we're seeing the before. I can't wait to see the after. Being my first time to see the bus in detail, I was absorbing every single little piece of the bus. I loved every little attention to detail. All of these pieces are painted, hand painted by her, or refurbished. And look at this. This is an ironing board, an old ironing board. These below are drawers from a dresser she painted and restyled. And then these are twigs, branches out of her yard and her boyfriend's yard. And she stripped them down. She stained them and polished them and turned them into hangers. And she's hanging her homemade little cute aprons for children and for adults. So she has both sizes. They are so precious, just adorable. I love her color choices, her patterns, and her sewing is amazing. And look at how cute that whole presentation is. It's just amazing. The entire setup is perfect. Okay, so this piece.
This piece I saw on Facebook Marketplace. It was a curb alert. It was a unfinished bedroom bureau, and I was actually actively searching for the curb alerts, and I was on my way to get a bureau, a little girl's bureau with a oval mirror over it. So that was already in the back of my car when I saw this curb alert. So I went and saw this, and I knew I wanted it. So I took one of the drawers out so no one else would take it. Hurried up, got home, took the stuff out of my car, and went back and got this piece.
What color was it before? You said unfinished?
Just unfinished natural wood.
Decorative knob, so not every knob
Nothing
is the same.
matches.
It's all unique. Give it personality.
And
then the
all of
flowers
my storage. This is paint. And then I've got brushes, and it's just all my storage. And holds more than I could in any other kind of storage, you know.
Yep. Now, if these look familiar to you, this is because these are actually my cards. She is so kind to let me have a special spot on her bus with my homemade cards, my Keller Creations cards, and has this perfect display. I absolutely love being a part of her bus in this way.
When I bought the bus, I sat down with a piece of graph paper and laid out the floor plan of what I wanted. I didn't have any pieces in mind. I just knew that I wanted something to go here for storage. I knew I wanted my work table to be here, and I was going to use this amount of square footage. And it took me forever because that's not something I know how to do. So I had to figure out how to make it in the graph paper to the proper size. I have the picture and I'll show it to you because my drawing came out exactly the way it turned out. I didn't know this piece was going to be a curb alert piece, but when I got it, I knew that it was already on the map. This was a handmade bathroom vanity. And there's a second piece over here that went with it.
Did it have this top when you got
it? Didn't have this top. The gentleman, older couple, they were downsizing, and so it was time to get rid of their work. But it was just stained naturally, but he had handmade it for his bathroom. They had a countertop with, like, the hole for the sink was right here. I put it up on some feet because it wasn't tall enough. And it just had so much personality, and the different kind of storage areas. And of course I like that it has a story. Under that white box is a wheel well. I made the boxes so that I would not lose space because a wheel well is curved, obviously, to go over the tire. But I didn't want to lose floor space, so we made a box over it, and then I used the entertainment center and cut it in half, put it together. All right, so that is a plastic rain gutter that I cut in half, and it holds ribbon.
How'd you attach it to the
It's just screwed into the bus. Now this one's gotten a little bit heavy because it's longer, so I had to put some string around because it wanted to stretch out too much.
But that's the other half of the rain gutter.
Yeah.
Right.
There's very little on the bus that I have paid full price or bought new. As far as the big items, the air conditioner, I reupholstered the front driving seat professionally, not doing it myself. That storage thing was in the garbage, the rolly cart.
This was in the garbage? Wow. How did you attach that door to the bus? Is it attached to the bus ceiling?
It's attached everywhere. So it's over here. We are attached with wood to my work table, which is attached to the bus. And I'm pretty sure we're attached somewhere to the ceiling, but it will never move or go anywhere. Or now this was neat. This was the door that I have had for 20 years, 15, 20 years. I found it at a place in Riviera Beach called Adam and Eve Salvage, and I knew that I wanted the door. It was $60. It has a real glass doorknob, which I love. And for 20 years, I've been trying to figure out where to put it. And as soon as I got the bus, I knew exactly where its home was and was supposed to be. I've tried to use it in my house. I tried to use it for my bathroom. I tried to use it for the laundry room door, and it wouldn't work anywhere. And it is heavy, so it's not like you just walk around checking it out, you know. But as soon as I got the bus, I knew where the door was supposed to live. And I didn't do anything to fix it or paint it or make it perfect. It is the way it was when I got it.
Perfect. This is your divider between the storefront, if you will, and the things that are available,
And my
and then
workshop.
your workshop.
Everything has its place, and when one of my kids needs something, I know exactly where to tell them where it is. And after not having space to be organized, being able to think of an idea and know where to turn for the bead or the button or the flower that I need is super fun. It just makes everything go nice and smooth and fast.
As you can see, so many pieces with a story. So much heart and love is in this bus. If you want to support and join her on this journey, you can find her on Facebook. She has a business page under her business name, Wood and Lace. She would love to hear your comments, so please leave any if you have any questions or were inspired. And once again, follow her on her Facebook channel to see her journey and all her before and afters. She'll also give updates when the bus is ready for its debut. I'll leave a link to that site and more details in the description box. I hope you enjoyed seeing another creator in their journey. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time.